There's so much we need to talk about. Excuse my messy room. This is my second attempt in this video to do it without swearing. And I'm just going to get right into it. This year, straight up, the exhibition hall at Tekko. It was garbage. There was no one there. Why was there no one there? Why was it smaller than last year? Last year was like someone, I made a post and someone commented, last year was a giant party. It was a party for 3 days, and I felt miserable going home. This year, I couldn't wait to get back to my apartment to crash in my bed. I couldn't wait to get back to playing my video games. I couldn't wait to get back to see my normie friends. Because it was so boring. There were no panels, no interesting panels. If the A&B room is the only thing that's going to be interesting, the entire con, all 3 days, why? Why even have a convention? And I know what you're going to say. I know what everyone, it's under new management. Give them time. They've had an entire year to plan for this convention. Why change it? Why change what was perfectly fine? Last year was so much fun. Last year it was heart-crushing. Heart-crushing to come back to reality. This year, I honestly, there were a couple times where, like, you know what? If I was at work, at least time would pass a little bit quicker. At least I'd be making money. I don't know. Maybe Tekko's over. Maybe it's done. Anyhow, I'm going to Anthrocon from now on next year. This year, I wasted 3 days of my life at a convention that was no fun. Debuted my cosplay at a convention that was no fun. Spent money at a convention that was no fun, and the prices were way higher on Gundams. The stuff I bought, okay, I bought just to support the local peeps. The peeps. Why was FYE there? Are you that desperate that you need a chain retailer? An actual chain retailer at your convention? Are you that desperate? So I'm going to Anthrocon from now on, if this is how things are going to be. Your security was way too uptight. Okay, you had people getting thrown out of the rave for wearing fursuit. You had certain people, I should say. I saw plenty of people with fursuit heads allowed into the rave. Other people weren't allowed in. You weren't allowed in your fursuit in its entirety because of a security issue. The inflatable Pikachu wasn't allowed in, but you had the inflatable dinosaur allowed in. It doesn't. These rules don't make sense. They only apply to some people. This whole entire con, technically was 4 days. Technically, because it's Thursday night. The whole con was just, it was dead. There was nothing going on. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, it's just, it felt like it was void of any kind of happiness. Outside of a couple of cosplayers, I mean, I just did not have fun. I didn't have the fun I had last year, and you've wasted my time. You've genuinely wasted my time. And I wasted money I shouldn't have had to waste. I spent money I shouldn't have had to spend. And I'm upset I even went to Tekko. I had to request off. And granted, I had something else going on during Tekko. Okay, so there's that. There was something else going on, so I had a reason to be in Pittsburgh. Personal reason, yada, yada, yada. But I still spent money at Tekko. And I am genuinely pissed off. I'm genuinely angry. I'm genuinely upset that I spent time, money, effort on my cosplay when I didn't need to. So now Tekko's not getting my money. I'm not coming back. You're gonna have to redeem yourselves to ever get my money ever again. You're going to have to redeem yourselves in a way that's not just a phoenix rising up from the ashes, but the phoenix also has, like, you know, an entire shopping mall along with it with free stuff. Like that's and it would also find it throw out like life-saving medicine to everybody at the same time. That's the only way you could ever make me come back to Tekko. This was a bad convention. This was an absolutely terrible convention. It felt like a convention. It didn't even feel like a new convention. It didn't even feel like something that was like a startup. It felt like it was just thrown together, that no one really cared, and I'm just genuinely upset. I got out of there as soon as I could because I didn't want to stay. I did not want to stay. Maybe in the future, you should actually ask people, what do they want to see? And go through with it. Okay? Because this security, inexcusable. Some of the worst security I've seen my entire life. You have people posting about how security grabbed them to see their badge. If security needs to reach out and physically grab somebody to see their badge, they don't need to be security. If certain people can't be in the rave, you need to post that out there. Oh, we don't want furries. We don't want inflatable Pokemon. We don't yada 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 yada. Okay, if you're do not mislead people. Do not mislead people thinking they're going to get the Tekko they got last year. Because this was not Tekko. This was Trashland. This was absolutely abysmal. And it was inexcusably bad for the amount of money we spent. And while you may say it's not fair that I'm getting upset, well, we're still new. You had a year to plan. You had a year to put online polls. You had a year to post. Okay, what would you like to see? Okay, we're going to implement that. What do we do? What can we do to make sure that it works out? Not just throw something together. Because here's the thing. You had a convention to build off of. This is not a new convention. Okay, so I don't want to hear that as an excuse. You could have done the same thing that was done last year. Hell, you could have had the same panels as last year, and people would be happy. But you didn't. You didn't. And while AC has made mistakes, don't get me wrong, especially getting rid of 2, which was huge, huge. And while their panels aren't as big as before, there's still stuff to do. There's still stuff to do. You see what I'm talking about? Furry conventions, while they may not be anime central, there's still more anime stuff at AC than there is at Tekko, which goes to really, wow. I just realized that there's more anime related stuff. Like this year we had all the panels felt like classes, like dogs in Japan. Okay. like college classes. You go to a class. And then on top of that, we had a knitting convention or a festival going along with Tekko, which restricted it restricted a lot of what I mean. It was planned off. It was just it was bad. It was bad. That's all I have to say.